So what's really going on? What is the voyage I want to take you on? I want to take you on an incredibly complex voyage as to how the world of leasing is going to change. The essence of what is happening is what you lease in the future is fundamentally changing. Whether it's vehicles, whether it's equipment, whether it's aircraft, they are all going to be connected. We live in an era in which all the devices which are a part of our life are becoming connected by what we call Internet of Things technology. This fundamentally changes the very nature of the asset which you were lended, and it provides for a lot of a massive business model transformation. Now, I was out in California a couple of weeks ago with a healthcare company. I said, look, this trend could get weird, it could get out of hand. You know, one morning I'll get up, I'll get on my weigh scale, it's gonna send an email over to my fridge, you know, don't let Jim in today, and you know, then it's gonna contact my insurance company and cut off my life insurance and wellness coverage, but this is a real trend. And what happens here is this provides a platform for disruption, new business models, new forms of transactions, new forms of complexity. And that's where this concept of blockchain is becoming so critically important. Not Bitcoin, but blockchain, because what people are realizing is as we build this massively complex future, we need a platform that will help us to do the magical things that we can do. You know where we are? It's like it's 1993 all over again. And I've come into the Canadian Finance and Lease Association, and I am introducing to you a concept of something known as the internet, and it is going to cause you profound change in terms of everything you do, everything you interact, all of the business models that you pursue, and the way you interact and support consumers and business organizations. And look where we are today. But it took a long time. And we are at the edge of a precipice of an absolutely massive transformation. Now here's the thing, I'm not going to talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not blockchain. Blockchain is what is important. Bitcoin is but a blip. And you know, if you're dealing with a bunch of Bitcoin purists, they get all wound up and upset about this, and it's actually kind of fun, but the real trend is blockchain. This is going to have profound impact on what you do, the competition you are faced with, the nature of the transaction, cost of which you do business, and the nature of the asset that you lease. Now, and to an accountant, blockchain is actually really kind of exciting, because the best way to describe it, it's like it's a form of triple entry bookkeeping. You know, when you talk to the geeks, it's a decentralized, unhackable record of all transaction capability. Think of it like this. It's like a Google Doc, shared Google Doc for transactions that is shared amongst everybody else, that if anybody changes it, everybody else would see the change, and so they can't change it because there's a form of encryption over changing the past. And so what it does is it provides this verifiable record which cannot be changed, and it provides a pathway to deal with the complexity of the fact that all of the things that you lease in the future are going to be connected to the internet. And the cool thing about blockchain is it can represent anything. It can represent a contract, it can represent a payment, it can represent a purchasing transaction. It takes us down a pathway. And all members, you know, put their information in sort of this distributed ledger. So you know, there's a lot of complex stuff that goes with this. For you didn't need to understand how the World Wide Web and the internet worked. You just needed to understand this thing is coming, it's a freight train, it's going to provide for a lot of challenge. But here's the kicker. When we take the fact that all of your devices are becoming plugged in, and there's an era of hyperconnectivity coming, and we add the concept of blockchain upon it, it changes everything.